Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 3 of the games between UC Riverside and UC San Diego. This is a 2v2 matchup with BonerBandit and Jombozeus, playing for UCSD. That is Max Takano and James Su. And we also have on the other side of the map Sensei and JiYan, aka Jordan Lee and Justin Marsh, playing for UC Riverside. And I know this is a 2v2. 2v2s are not necessarily common in professional level tournaments. However, CSL is really trying to change things up a little bit by just really getting the players to act outside of their comfort zone. I'm sure everyone has played a 2v2 before. Hopefully we see both players scouting around the map, trying to find their opponent. And I have not watched this game before. I'm excited to see how this plays out because I don't necessarily watch 2v2s. And it does look like we do have a pool dropping for Sensei at, 9-10 pool. So we are going to see some very, very early pressure from the UC Riverside players. So far the matches are tied 1-1 between the two players, and Sensei, did he see anything? Oh, he sees the mineral patches being mined, so Sensei is now aware of their opponent's position. UC Riverside does look like they're going to try to go on the offensive with the early pool. Meanwhile, Jombozeus, aka Zeus from now on because his name is really difficult to pronounce, is setting up a barracks. We do have a gateway going to complete the wall off. The probe is only now just going to scout, and the wall is complete. So let's see if this probe can actually take out the SCV. Is Zeus paying enough attention to Micro? And he does manage to pull the probe to the other side of the wall. However, we do have a very fast pylon going down and a forge as well. So we may just be seeing UC Riverside going for a cannon wall in to try to lock the opponents into the base, but there is a natural expansion within the back of the base of the main for both teams, and both players mentioning to each other how retarded this actually is. And yes, we do actually have cannons going down. Looks like they are going to start picking away at that pylon, at that gateway. However, these cannons do need vision of the high ground, so this probe needs to stay alive. And it does look like those 10 pool Zerglings are getting in to see if they can break down that supply depot and get into the main. The cannons are just about to finish. They do have vision because of the Zerglings. A gateway is going down. SCV is coming to repair. 3 more, 4 more, seeing if they're going to try to keep it alive. The SCVs do fall back. Now the photon cannons no longer. They do have vision of the high ground because of the Overlord that has spawned behind them. And this bunker is going down. The Marine will not be able to take down these photon cannons in time. Zealot is just trying to do something, anything, give moral support to the cannon, and it looks like the pylon is just about to go down. The gateway is no longer powered. The SCV is taking damage from the cannons. Zergling's about to run into the main. Looks like they're just dancing back and forth, trying to see if they can do any damage whatsoever, seeing if they're going to snipe the gateway. Another probe sneaking in, going to try to drop another pylon, and it does not go down. The Zerglings are slowly taking fire away from those Marines, but with the support from the photon cannons, so much damage is being done. This early pressure from UC Riverside looks like it's going to take the game right away. Now I understand in the first 2 games why both players were so terrified of early cheese. More and more Zerglings are running out across the map. We take a look at the units tab. As far as workers are concerned, UC Riverside does look to be behind, very far behind. They're doing everything they can to end this game now. And they are doing an excellent job. The main is open. The Zerglings can just run in. I don't know if there are enough Zerglings to be able to do enough damage. There are 2 Zealots and 4 Marines. These Zerglings really need to stay with the support of the cannon. We do see another pylon going down to see if we can put pressure, drop more and more cannons, do more and more damage. Speed is finished. More and more Zerglings are streaming, and these Zerglings are going to do so much damage once they get into the base. More gateways going down for Bandit, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The Zealots in with the probes doing tons and the Zerglings are doing tons and tons of damage. They really need to be careful, micro as well as they can. And it does look like JiYan's probe is about to get sniped, but it does stay alive. The Zergling's doing tons of damage against the Marines. Gets a full surround, doing so much damage. This game looks just about like it's over. This constant aggression from UC Riverside looks like it's just going to take the game. Now the Zerglings are going to snipe the bunker, see if they can do any more damage, see if they can get into the other mineral line for the Terran. And there is another bunker, but there are no Marines to keep the bunker alive. And JiYan dropping cannons in the back of the base as well, even putting a gateway proxy, just ending the game. Another gateway goes down. This is such aggressive play. We have another pylon for JiYan behind the mineral line of Bandit, and so much damage is being done with this early pressure. Another pylon goes down to support the cannon. More and more Zerglings streaming into the base. There was a Baneling nest in production, and that is now finished. Let's see, this is going to be for Sensei. Ladies and gentlemen, this game looks just about over. So much damage has been done. UCSD's team is so far behind, they can barely secure their own infrastructure. The Zerglings streaming in, looking like they can just take out Bandit's army, and it does seem like they will be able to. There are enough Zerglings. One single Marine with exactly 5 hit points left is not going to be able to repel this, especially with those 2 Stalkers behind the mineral line. More and more cannons going down to continue putting the pressure on. Sensei running in. Cannons now behind Zeus's main. 3 more in production. The Zerglings are defending against those cannons, trying to see if they can snipe it out. And there's GG from Zeus, GG also from Sensei. It does look like UCSD has lost game number 3, putting UC Riverside at 2-1 in this series. Very, very fast play from both players, and I'm really looking forward to see game number 3 when we get back to some slightly more conventional play. So I will see you guys there.